you are... Colton's going to send you off to...
Is this mine?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to have you sent off to do computer manual work. Darth Zion's not pleased with you.
I guess that makes you the bottom bitch.
Yeah, it does.
So, you go off and do computers. He tells you that you're going to be in charge for a little bit.
Oh, he fucked up.
He's going to go into a meditation chamber. Although he will know if you do anything, he will.
That's Colton's character.
Yes.
There's a whole piece.
You.
There's a few pieces of that.
Give me a computers check.
Computers. Why is he even playing with computers?
Because Sion is displeased with him.
What do I do? Use these?
Yeah. Well, I can roll for you. Just give me your stats. Yeah, you got it. So you notice there's a life sign in the building that you were in in Davik's apartment.
Mm-hmm.
One that, considering everything that went down there shouldn't be any life signs in that apartment.
I see.
So are you going to report that, or are you going to...
Well, I reckon I probably should.
Or so you're not going to try to...
He's not rocking the boat.
Well, he's reporting to me now, right? I'm in
Yeah,
charge.
yeah. So...
He just put me in charge.
You work for a droid.
That's degrading as fuck, isn't it?
Vision.
Oh, vision.
So, you see Calo Nord, the bounty hunter that was with Davik, confronting Malik. You can't tell where they're fighting at, though.
Mm-hmm.
You can just kind of see that Malik has a lightsaber in hand, and Calo is firing at him. And that's your vision.
Cool. Well, I guess it's a good thing I wasn't paying attention.
I don't pay attention when it's not my turn.
I
so
told my
don't know.
superiors.
Okay, so that would be
Now you have to
B9.
repeat it because I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, so one, he noticed a life sign in Davik's apartment, which there shouldn't be because everything got blown up.
Yeah.
And two, he had a vision of Calo Nord, the bounty hunter from Davik's apartment that you guys met, fighting Malik somewhere. You just don't know where.
We don't know where.
And you also don't know who won.
We need to check out that life sign in that apartment complex.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna send you down there with some soldiers.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Don't worry, I won't cut off your arm. I don't give a shit. Just find who it is, bring him back.
I will do my best.
Unless you want to kill him, then kill him.
I will do my best.
Alright, so. You managed to make your way down to Terrace. The people we're still in the middle of rebuilding from everything that has literally just occurred. Considering they believe a terrorist attack has occurred on all of their apartments.
Little do they know it's their own.
Yeah, little do they know it was an inside job.
While you're telling me this, since I'm in control now, we're gonna send some supplies down.
Okay.
You know, and some people to remind them that it was the Republic.
Alright.
But we're gonna send some money and supplies down.
Alright.
Some food and shit.
Basically, you're going to be good guy Empire.
I just want to remind them the Republic that
Yeah.
never say anything about good guy.
Well, good guy in the sense of you're playing as if you're the...
Yeah, you know, I gotta keep my bitches in.
We're the victim.
Yeah, we got hit, not them.
Yeah. So... Alright, so are you sending that with him since he's already going?
Yeah, he can just deliver them.
Okay, so you land there and you see the people and they rejoice at seeing the Empire come with more supplies and food. You see this poor little girl walk over begging for some food.
I personally hand her, I don't know, a week's worth of food for her and her family.
That's how you play it, man. That's how...
And I let it publicly be seen.
You guys are making like you're the good guys, but clearly you're in a state of food emergency. It's like your average citizen is living like post Katrina.
That's because I just blew up all their apartment.
Yeah,
trying to kill y'all.
this is from the post of
You're
them
right. I
chasing
guess
you.
it's my fault.
That's who we're blaming it on.
They're saying that you guys attacked and not.
Oh, propaganda war.
Yeah.
Technically,
Because
they
we
shot
recently
first.
just took over this planet.
Technically, they fired first.
Yeah.
That's where this game needs to go. We need to move into like,
Game of Thrones level.
just like propaganda, like media proxy battles.
But we're already getting.
I think it's gonna become like Game of Thrones level where we're gonna end up like backstabbing and sitting on the Iron Throne.
Haven't we already, though?
Who's on the Iron Throne right now, Colton?
Probably.
Because I'm letting him be. I could have killed him multiple times by now.
It serves your purposes. No, it's an interesting concept. Some of the greatest rulers,
Yeah, ruled by proxy.
ruled by proxy, and they refuse to take title and
Yeah,
would
because
never sit in a position of
yeah.
obvious authority
Oh
because
no, Colton
it just
obviously
paints
They're-
wanted this.
well-
He wanted.
After this, the people praise you as if you. I mean, you're pretty much a god to them for bringing this food, and so you go on your way.
What's
And-
your character's name again?
Kaana.
Kaana. Good job, Kaana.
Yeah, good girl, Kaana.
Kind of take any more dicks because he's already taken so many.
Oh shit.
So
Can't even.
how many soldiers did you send with them?
Is that your last name?
I mean,
It's rain.
Kind of.
let's just say
Can't even.
like
I
a small
can't even.
battalion. What would
Okay,
you
small
say?
battalion.
Yeah.
Okay,
What would you say? Just to keep them safe and.
maybe like nothing more than 50.
Oh yeah, I would say more like 25. 30.
Okay, so 25.
Yeah.
So how many out of the 25 are you going to directly take with you versus keep at the ship? I mean, because you also have to consider there's already Sith soldiers on the ground that have been like
Yeah.
on patrol.
Yeah, I mean,
10 with me, the rest on the ship.
Okay.
so he's gonna leave 15 with the ship.
Yep.
Hand out supplies.
Yeah.
Good man. Woman, whatever you're on.
Woman. All woman.
You're not goddamn B9, that's for sure.
So you lead the soldiers over to the apartment complex where Davik used to live, or
Son of a bitch.
So, remember what I was talking to you about the vibroblade gauntlet thing?
yeah.
I want to try and do that.
Oh no, there's something I've always wanted to throw in at some point in the Star Wars universe,
Okay.
and so it's kind of in that same regard. So you walk in, the debris. It's kind of hard to get through everything.
Vibrating pleasure stick weapons. Is that where this is going?
That's
Yeah,
where
sure.
they're going.
Yeah.
Vibro
It's a vibroblade.
blade.
Yeah.
That's gotta have some bad results.
Well, that's an actual weapon in the. It's basically a sword.
Oh,
It's basically a sword that can block lightsabers.
Oh, my base is covered.
But he wants that in like glove gauntlet form.
you need to use like one of those like fucking ancient fucking sabers that like has a cable that goes to like a battery backup backpack.
Yeah,
Walking
that's like
around like a fucking
I'm a
Ghostbuster. With your...
hipster.
that's like
hipster
the
of the
yeah
Star Wars
like
universe.
yeah like because those type of if you were carrying that around, people would be like,
I
we
did
haven't
this
seen
before,
those-
it was Cool.
it's like we haven't seen those in like 1,000 years. How were you?
I'm a
How does it even
trendsetter.
work?
I did this before it was cool.
1,000 years after it was used, I'm doing this before it's cold.
Oh, and then like turns out.
Turns out like a year later, it
Well,
all comes
turns out-
back.
Yeah, it turns out like something happens and like his saber gets like stuck in a time warp, right? And it gets fucking sent back to a Jedi planet like 10,000 years ago. And his blade just happens to be the prototype that all lightsabers are built on.
It's a goal now. We're doing it.
Alright,
Oh,
so
Jesus.
We already got A and Z. It's just now the game is just filling it in.
let's see. Give me a. Mind if I look at this real quick?
Is that my sheet?
But at this
Yeah,
point,
that's yours.
But at this point in time,
we
apparently
ever update it?
vibробladed
No,
gauntlet
we
is
have not had a chance
Because
to.
I had 100
Now I'm gonna
experience,
corner the
never
market
used
on
it,
that.
and then we did
Okay.
all that shit from the last time. Never used that.
Yeah.
And then there was the week I was out.
Yeah.
My character is like 300 experience. I got all.
Well, now we know how much he hasn't used.
I haven't like leveled up since like our second day playing.
So let's see. Give me a Just give me a straight up brawn check to like move the debris out of the way. Unless you want to use the force to do it.
No,
Although we
You
did
got a
say
pencil? I'm gonna actually go ahead and level up.
yeah, I got it.
I'm actually a brawny babe.
Although we did actually come up with the rule that if it's not in combat, it's okay to use the force.
Oh, okay.
What should I
You
level
want to
up?
have the force
Sure.
count for men.
Sure, I'll lift all the debris out of the
What's
way.
that?
What should I level up? Just want to get back to it later.
What? Go ahead and
I'll do some random stuff and save
yeah,
some
go ahead
for
and think of
perks
what
or
you
whatever.
want. So you're gonna go ahead and just actually lift it or use the force?
Force.
He's
Okay.
just gonna force it.
Okay then.
Now I know it's 5 for every brick, right? And then how much is it to level these up?
It's the number you're going to times 10.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, you managed to get all the debris out of the way. I mean, there's really no reason to roll for that.
Yeah, and he's using the force.
It's basically a cutscene.
Right?
Yeah. So you move everything, and the soldiers start to patrol through to help you find the life sign. They're looking at like a little scanner, and one of them is like, "Ma'am, we found somebody,"
Okay.
And-
Bring 'em to me.
and so they drag this person from the hangar. And you start to realize that it's one of two people, considering not that many people were in the hangar.
Mm-hmm.
It's Callow, and you see the bounty hunter. He's
Fantastic.
his clothes are kind of all in shambles, and he's coughing. And
Fantastic. I'm going to, use the force and drag him back to the ship.
you found me.
I have.
Is there like a higher ground perk I can take?
I have the high ground.
It's over.
Unless it's Darth Maul, then it doesn't count.
No, it's I lost my master guile. Just
Yeah.
is the one thing that beats high ground.
Yeah. It doesn't count if you're the reason why you lost your master. So,
Bad.
so he continues speaking. I'm willing to find the mysterious stranger for you
Are you?
at no price.
No price, you say?
This is a matter of pride.
Pride?
Good for you.
Well, I still gotta take you back to the ship at the very least to get some medical assistance.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And he just
As
he
I'm
he
floating in the
starts
air.
and so he starts to rest. And so you manage to take him to the ship, and the regular people of Terrace, they're just walking by now. At this point, it's kind of going back to normal now that they've gotten supplies and are able to rebuild on their own.
In front of, as I
His
get
name
back
is
to
the name of this planet is Terrace.
Yeah,
So they're all Terries.
Teresians.
Terries for sure.
So
So as I get closer to public view and closer to my ship, I have the rest of my men carry this man into med bay publicly.
Yeah,
propaganda
Girl.
is she's building that
he's
propaganda.
doing it.
Fucking photo shoot. Got the media out. Take a statement.
I had detected, and if a reporter comes out, I'd be like, I detected signs of life, and it was fading in and out. So I had me and a contingency of men go down there to save this poor man, and bring him back to this to med bay.
I could.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm gonna decide whether or not I'm a jerk about how I'm gonna play this. Yep, I'm gonna do it. But go ahead, ask your question.
You're gonna have to do some skill check to not get
Is-
called out
is-
and made a fool of in front of everybody. on
Is
camera.
he still or she still missing an arm?
You took no time to repair it, did you?
I was gonna say, while he's gone to the planet, can I be building him one?
Yeah. So then, yes, you still have your arm missing.
That's fine.
Man, my little robot's moving up in the world, building body parts for other motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
And
I'm
so
reading the Sith at this moment.
suddenly, out from in the crowd, you hear
Roll a
this.
mechanics check to see if it's old and busted or new hotness.
Oh,
So-
I'll pass.
Do it. Come.
Hold on. But out from the crowd, you hear this little girl saying,
You get a peg arm.
What about my parents?
Well, what happened to them, child? What happened to them, child?
I guess your best wasn't good.
They were caught under the rubble.
I'm sorry, honey. I couldn't detect them.
Are you saying my parents are dead?
It's quite possible. But to help you in such a difficult time, the Empire is willing to
Give you new parents.
house you until such time that you can take care of yourself.
She reluctantly.
Word of the state.
She very much reluctantly goes.
Wasn't there a
them.
program that sounds? Oh yeah, it was called Hitler's
She goes
Youth.
with you.
Yeah. No, not with him, but like with whoever he's pointing. I'm assuming you have somebody like that you pointed to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she goes with the.
Am I still listening in on him? You still have your
Yeah,
earpiece on.
his earpiece is, he never turned it off.
Kaana, bring the girl to the ship.
Excellent. I've already got you somebody who will take great care of you.
This guy.
Okay, now does your character know the intent, like the likely intentions of this?
No.
Okay. You know the intentions of what you're.
Yeah, I'm gonna house her.
Are you just going to house her, or are
I
you
mean,
gonna
It's just a kid, right? How old is she?
9?
I'm just gonna take care of her.
You're not gonna do any experiments on her.
No, I'm not a scientist. Jesus, I'm just a B9 unit that likes to blow shit up. Why would I do experiments on her?
I don't know. I feel like B9's the type that would do some very evil,
No.
sadistic things to a child.
No. I'm gonna raise her in the right way.
Okay. I had to ask so I could figure out if I had to give anybody dark side points.
I mean, I have this whole big old room on this whole big old ship, and nobody lives in it, so she might as well.
We'll see how Darth Sion feels about that when he gets out of his chamber.
I had to do something.
Yeah.
The public was watching.
You gotta keep the calm.
All right. So she goes into the ship with you then.
Fantastic.
So are you coming back now?
Yeah, he can go back now. There's
You gotta
nothing.
stand in the doorway and wave like a president.
I'm doing this.
Yeah. I mean, you're a potential vice, essentially. You're a potential vice emperor, essentially.
Yeah. I'm just doing this number here as I'm walking.
Because
through the
technically, Colton has yet to pick a vice,
Right. That's true.
which is a very dangerous thing for an emperor to not have done yet.
Yes, very. But he put me in control, so it's okay.
Technically, I did that just so Colton didn't actually do that. I just did that because
Right,
it
like if
keeps
he was
the.
here, he would have played.
But it's to keep the story moving without.
Yeah,
Plus, you know what he wants.
I do know what he wants, and we sort of want the same thing at the moment. That's why he's doing. Might have to cut that out.
It's fine. All right. I mean, I think he, out of character, knows you're gonna kill him at some point.
Yeah, I think he knows. He's been kind of weary around me the whole time. Like I started building more droids, and he was like, "Whoa, you got my whole ship." full
Yeah, he's
of
gonna.
droids."
I don't know if you were told he has an entire army now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I have a ship full of BB-9s.
I mean, I knew by the end of our first episode how the universe was going to end.
Well,
It was gonna go in a
How many
bang.
black holes did we have in that
Hey,
ship
you
fight?
pulled me
3.
in regards to the
3.
EDH games I used to play. I just
Thank-
kind of like.
Thankfully, we had the one. Thankfully, we had
We're
a.
good.
Thankfully, we got rid of that big one with
Yeah,
that could have taken out terrorists.
yeah.
That would have been bad for everyone.
We had the destiny point to keep one from blowing up this very planet we're all talking about.
Because there would have been a TPK pretty much,
now. Yeah, we were all dead at the moment.
Nah,
and that would have been
I
no,
have enough Destiny
and that wouldn't
points.
have been fun for anybody.
No, what not? I've spent months on this character. Building my
I think
for years now.
Technically, you would have survived.
You're right. Technically, I would have.
All right. So after that, you return to the ship with Callow and the girl in tow, and you see them return. I'm assuming you're in the hangar, pretty much waiting upon arrival.
Yeah. All right,
I
send,
just
what's his
picked
name?
up some new skills.
Uh,
I got 50
the-
points
The
left.
bounty hunter,
Bounty Hunter, yes.
Callow Nord.
Kylo?
Callow. CALO.
Send Callow to the medic bay, get him fixed up
So
properly.
I just picked up some new skills and put them below 3
Okay.
the other ones,
And
and I
yeah,
brought all these
How
up
do
to
the
3,
peons do it?
and I moved this
Yeah,
6, and I got
yeah.
50 points.
5 is
Of course.
max. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I got 60 more points.
Do you think I've had enough time while he was gone to finish his arm?
Yes. Because, I mean, it would take, like, at least an hour to do the search properly.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Is that enough time for me to also put a...
give me mechanics.
Okay, mechanics is 2 yellow, 2 green.
Alright. I found this new website to have me do this. In case you couldn't understand that, that was B9 telling you that you should help us out by joining our Patreon, which is linked down below. He also said that if you don't, that you guys will end up like Onderon. B9, I don't think we can do that. Beep, 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 beep. No, seriously, we can't. Burp, burp. Because. Burp, 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 burp. No, seriously, stop.